Westmoreland Lady Eagles basketball team has a new head coach. School officials have announced that former assistant E.J. Perry is now the head coach for the WHS program. Did you ever think this would even be possible, especially a girls coach and not a boys coach?
Well, looking back, no. If you'd asked me 4 or 5 years ago if I'd have been coaching girls basketball, I was probably leaning more towards the boys spectrum. But it's always special to get to come back to your hometown, you know, and coach. So it's something I've looked forward to doing, and I'm glad I get the opportunity to do it. Now, as far as my 3 years here has been great. I've learned a ton from Coach Abner, and the fact that, you know, just being with those girls every day, it made the decision pretty easy at this point. That's what I want to do.
What would you say the main difference is between coaching girls versus coaching guys?
Ooh, that's tough, man. The girls' game, I've heard people call it more pure. It's a lot more fundamental basketball. Now, I think fundamentals are something that's lacking at all levels of basketball now, even college. But I think that's the biggest deal is you're going back to the basics with these high school girls. And some people aren't willing to do that.
How much easier will it make it a transition for the girls on the team, seeing the fact that you have been the assistant here for the last 3 years versus bringing somebody else in from another school?
Well, I like to think that they were excited when I got the job, but, man, they work hard every day. And me being around for the last 3 years and me being from here, you know, they might not have known me directly, but they knew kind of who I was. They weren't too many years behind me at the end of the day, you know.
When the fall practice tips off, I guess maybe in October or whenever that might be, what do you look forward to the most?
Man, I love practice. I'm a practice guy. I think that's where you do your work in practice and makes the games easy. Now, I'm not going to say the games are always going to be easy by any stretch, but I'm a big practice guy, and I think you make practice a lot harder than the games are, and the chips will fall how they need to, I guess.
You talked about Coach Abner. Of course, she's an institution at this school, 20 years here, very successful. How much would you say that you would have relied on her the last 3 years to becoming what you hope to be a good head coach?
Oh, Coach Abner's done great, man, for 20 years. But the last 3 years have been special. I know she's done great way before I came, but I think the last 3 years we're 86 and 17 or something. We work well together, and I hate to see her go. But she's done a good job of letting me have a lot of input with what's going on the last 3 years, and I think that's helped me a lot. And she's taught me a lot about just the girls' game in general. My first year, I was like, yeah, we can do this, this, and this. And she's like, yeah, try it. But deep down, I think she knew that's not going to work in girls. That's a guys' basketball thing. So that's kind of funny how she let me make my own mistakes. But it was good in the long run.
Fair to say that the team will resemble what Coach Abner's teams have looked like in the past, or will you try to change things, maybe tweak things a little bit?
Oh, we're going to hang our hat on the defensive end, so nothing's going to change there. We're going to try to get stops and hold everybody down for sure. I mean, there might be a few things that's a little different, but I don't see it being a whole lot different.
You mentioned a moment ago, this is your school. This is where you played basketball in high school. How much, again, is it just so special to you to be able to coach at your alma mater?
Oh, I mean, it's special to get to come back to your hometown. I grew up here. I've always lived here. My family's always lived here. So it's something special to be able to come back and get this job, especially as young as I am.
Coach Abner lasted 20 years. What about you?
Who knows? Time will tell on that. Time will tell.
But you're young.
That's right. I'm young. So, I mean, I could retire at 52 if I wanted to. I doubt that happens. But
well, you don't have gray hair yet, but good luck, okay?
That's right. I appreciate it.
Perry and the Lady Eagles tip off the season later this year in November. Reporting from Westmoreland High School, Barry Hyatt, NCTV.